evening. Happy Monday. It is another bright day. It's another beautiful day that we're here to inspire somebody. It's a beautiful Monday and it's the beginning of the week. So I'm sure everyone is having a wonderful time just coming off the weekend. Sometimes Monday is not like the best day, but you know what? We have to make it work because it's the beginning of the week. And if you don't get that energy to get you through the week, if you start down, then your week is going to be very long. So you have to start with some sort of energy so that you can push through the week. So the only time I have the energy is on Wednesday. So today is Monday. Let's see how it goes. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Connect the Dots with Candida. If you're joining us for the first time, you are welcome and thank you for your support. We're here every day sharing some light and sharing some information that can actually help you. A lot of you are sitting there out there wondering what to do, thinking if there is something out there that you can do to help you. This is what you can do. We are digital business owners, and this is what we have found working for us, something that you can work from the comfort of your home to and spend quality time with your family, something that you can actually generate that revenue without sacrificing family time. So if you've been looking for something that you want to increase your family income, this is the right business for you. And we are here, we're mothers, we are sisters, we are wives, and we are employees. So some of us are working, some of us are stay-at-home moms. But whatever you are, you're more than welcome because this business is for anybody. All right. My name is Candida. I'm a mom of two amazing children. I'm a wife. I'm a civil servant, and I am originally from Cameroon. I am located in Ontario, Canada, and I'm a proud digital business owner. So I'm going to pass the mic so my entrepreneurs can introduce themselves. So let's move over to you, Naomi. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning, Australia. Good good evening, Canada, US. I think probably maybe your afternoon. I'm not sure. I'm so glad to be here. It's morning here, Tuesday, 9 a.m. And I'm glad to be here and together with my sisters. What a beauty of a business where we are connecting globally from US, Canada, Australia. It's a blessing. So my name is Naomi. I'm a happy wife, a full-time healthcare worker, a proud mom of two boys, and I'm a digital business owner and mentor. And I'm originally from Kenya. I live in Adelaide, South Australia with my family, and I'm passionate to share the business blessing and help moms and dads to find flexibility through this online business. Thank you.
Thank you, Naomi. All right, over to you, Geraldine.
Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're watching. My name is Geraldine. I'm a mom of three amazing kids, originally from Nigeria, but I currently reside in Canada with my family, with my children, my family. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying.
It's Monday.
It's Monday. So I'm a nurse by profession. I do that full time, and I'm also a proud digital business owner. I do that as my side hustle, and I'm proud to say I'm a proud digital business owner. Thank you so much. Welcome
Thank
to the
Thank you, Geraldine.
show.
All right, over to you, Oma.
Hey, good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you're watching us from. I am Oma. I'm originally from Nigeria, living in the US. I am a caregiver. I'm a sister, I'm an aunt, and I'm a proud digital business owner. And like every of my sisters have said, I am glad and very passionate to share everything about my business. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you. Welcome to the show. And over to you, Ronke.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name again is Ronke. I live in Calgary, Canada, and I'm originally from Nigeria. I'm an accountant by training. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of two adult children and grandma of one. I am very, very, very passionate in helping people to earn money more and live a better life. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. We are here to help somebody. We're here to help those busy parents, those busy individuals regain control of their life. We're here to help you generate extra revenue without sacrificing time. All right, today we have a beautiful topic for you. So today's topic is why working harder isn't the same as moving forward. Why working harder isn't the same as moving forward. All right, let me ask you something real. How many of us are working harder than ever? We're working long hours. We're doing multiple shifts. We come home exhausted, but still feel like we are standing in the same place. You know what I'm talking about. You know you're doing this. You know you work so hard. You even carry two, three jobs. You are stressing yourself, but you don't see yourself moving forward. You see yourself standing on the same spot. And that's why we have decided that we're not going to sacrifice that anymore. We are going to move forward. So today, we'll be sharing some good strategies about why working harder isn't the same as moving forward. And with that being said, we're going to jump right into the discussion, and I'll call on my entrepreneur one by one, and they will share some of the strategy, some of the things that they're doing that will help you from working harder and moving forward. All right. So let's start with Mentor Omar. Please share some light
Oh,
on.
okay. Yeah, thank you. So, but I just want to say I am glad to have the opportunity to share. And one thing I actually have looked at is working harder is not same so true. It's not same thing as moving ahead, moving forward. And how did I get to know all of how did I get to have that feeling? It was when I had a mindset shift. Before I actually got into this business, it was more of, well, working, taking extra shifts, never having time for myself, never having time for family, and everything was kind of slow. And so when I found this business idea, I was asking, can I really do it? That question, can I really do it, did not make me start immediately. Did not even make me do what? Venture into it. I decided to, because really a lot of things are going on online. It's more like it's one of those it's one of those business, it's one of those scam, I was skeptical, that's what I would say. But the moment I had that mind that if really I do not have to now go with saying they are doing it, why can't I went on to like change my mind to this way. I changed it this way to like what's possible with the right support. And that mindset of shifting from, if really they say this is real, if really what they're advertising, what they're showing to me is true, what will it be possible if I can if I can get support. I can imagine what would be possible. And that actually changed everything. I decided now that look, or I decided that okay, I'm going to try it. And with that on my mind, changing my mind now from the fact that why can't I, and what will be possible if I get a little support, changed everything for me. And it was based on that I was able to reduce my hours. Instead of working Monday to Sundays, with that mindset shift, everything turned around. And so if we are able to have a good mindset to just focus on um, focus on just trying to recognize opportunities we have and how best we can achieve from them, then the sky would just be our starting point. And so I actually found it too that just having that right mindset, I could equally recognize opportunities easily, and everything was well positioned when I did have the mindset shift. So I would say just shifting your mindset would create great outcome. And with that, the sky will just be your starting point. Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you, thank you. Actually, everything starts with the mindset, and I love that because if you still have your mindset at your comfort zone, just thinking that everything is safe, you save at this spot, you can never shift. So changing that mindset, shifting your mindset, being positive about what you want to do. Like when you were talking about, you said what's possible with the support, with the support system that I have in place, what is possible. Sometimes you can even say, like, for those that are still skeptical, when they say, what if I fail? No, don't ask that question. Now, what if you succeed? Right? So have the mindset of like, what if this worked? And you will shift your mindset right away, because if you stay on that old mindset, guess what, you will allow the fear to overcome you. You will stay at the same spot because you don't believe in anything. You will think that this is not legit, even though people are showing you results and people are talking about it every day. Your mind will still remain in that place saying that no, this is not right. You are letting that subconscious take over you. But once you shift your mind and you said, if these people are doing it, why not me? That's when everything changed. So thank you for that, sis. All right, let's move over to Mentor Geraldine. Please share some light on what some of the strategy you have.
Thank you so much, Candida. Yeah, this strategy is something that is like something I've passed through. So I'm going to talk about time. Time invested matters more than time spent. Because I'm a living example. I used to work longer shifts, overtime, and all that, but for years I was thinking that's the way forward, but it was as if I was still moving around. I'm still on the same spot, just turning around. I wasn't moving forward. Rather, I was exhausted. I was burnout. I got injury, like I was not having time for my family. So with this business, it gave me the mindset that there's difference between spending time on unnecessary activities and investing your time in income producing activities. And when I joined this business, I don't really put much, like say I will put 12 hours of my time the way I do at work in this business, but it's yielding results, which working longer hours, 12 hours, do it 4 days, 5 days in a week wasn't giving. So I've learned that in this business, it's not about the time you spend. I've learned in life, it's not about the time you spend, but that time you're spending, are you spending it in something that will yield these results? Are you spending the time in something that is meaningful? So with this business, I shifted my mindset that I don't need to overwork myself, do all the work in the world, 2, 3 jobs for me to succeed, because I've I've learned the trend. Those people that do too much work, they didn't move forward. Rather, they end up with health issues, with health problem. And the little amounts they save after deducting tax and all that, they spend it on medical bills. So with this business, I have shifted my mindset to invest my time in something that is building legacy for myself, for my future, for the future of my children, and something that is producing results. So we also encourage everyone out there watching, whatever you're doing, ask yourself, is it income producing activity? Because some people will spend hours on social media scrolling, watching other people making money, and they don't know that the same social media, they can use that social media and make money with using the same smartphone those people are using. You have smartphone, you have internet, but you sit down, spend 12 hours, 10 hours scrolling and watching other people. You don't know you can turn that time to income producing activity. So think about it and give it a try and come check this business out. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. Spending so much time and working doesn't really mean that you're actually benefiting from it. I like what you said about people spend time just working and working, and then at a certain point, you are burnt out. And then, like health problems start, and then you start spending that money into things that now you're spending it on different things, your health problems, your medication, and all these things. Unlike if you could have just taken your time and do something that do not require too much of your time. Like some of us, any overtime will grab it. 5 days a week, we'll grab it. Somebody's giving up away a shift, we'll grab it. But you don't take time to rest your body, to give your body that rest that you need. So when you're just there working and working, you're investing, more time than you are actually spending with your family. So you need to get that time back. Now, for me, I used to do this, but I thought that I was doing the right thing, right? I thought that by working hard and, getting the finances and having everything was, all I needed. But no, that was not all I needed. I realized that I was burned out. Because when you're gone for more than 16 hours a day out of the 24 hours, how many hours do you have left? Remember, you still have to come home and cater for the kids, which means you still have at least to spend 2 hours to do all that. Now, when do you sleep? There's no time to sleep. So your body is just exhausted. You're living on to energy drinks and coffee and everything. At a certain point, it's gonna shut down, right? So when you realize that you need to take care of yourself than chasing the money, that's when things are gonna start settling into places. So thank you for that tip, sis. All right. Now, with that thought in mind, let's jump over to Mentor Ronke to continue and share some light on her own strategy.
Thank you, Candida. And in my own thoughts, I think hard work itself is not bad. However, when you work hard and you don't seem to be making any progress, you don't seem to be moving forward, things seems to be like you're just, like Geraldine said, just like moving in a circle. Then you begin to feel frustrated. Then you begin to feel like, what's the purpose of this? But that's not the problem of hard work. It's the problem of no strategy. It's the problem of no goals. Supposing I decide that I want to be working 8 or 10 hours a day, but in my 10 hours a day, do I have a plan about it? Is it just that they bring a shift, I grab it, they said this one is coming, I just take it? Do I think about what am I building? What is my end goal in all of this? Because if your end goal is just to make money, you will find out that, like she said, part of that money you will spend on your health because you are using your body. But if you are thinking of building legacy, then you begin to think, okay, will this add, is it going to be to correspond with my moving forward? Is it going to take me towards the legacy I want to build? Do I want to build a business for my generation? I come from the western part of Nigeria, and in the western part of Nigeria, the Yorubas, they are known to start small businesses. And when they start small businesses, I know a particular area in Yoruba land where they will start that small business, and then they have made it to be bigger businesses. Most of their children, and now their children's children, they don't go to look for work when they graduate. They come into that business. Some of them have started other businesses. So now they have like a conglomerate, what you would call a conglomerate, a group of companies. And that is building legacy. Do they work hard? Trust me, they work hard. Sometimes they put in a lot of hours into that work, but they have a goal. They are going ahead to build legacy. They are building something that is their own. It's not just grabbing a shift and getting paid for your hours. Because you know what? When you go to work, even if you earn 7 figures or you earn 8 figures or 10 figures, whatever figures you earn, the way you feel is that I'm being paid for my hours. You just tell yourself, I worked for it. But if you go put in hours, that same hour into your own business, into something that you have built a strategy for and a goal for, because as an employee, you have to follow the goal of your employer. But when you are building it for yourself, you follow your own goals, your own strategy. Then you find out that hard work in that time will equals to moving forward. So hard work can be equals to moving forward. However, you need a good goal, you need a strategy, and then direction that you are working along with. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. What said says, yeah, you can do the hard work, but if you're not going on the right direction, you're only like burning yourself. So you need that direction. A good example you really said there, starting small, start building the business small and making it become an empire so that when the next generation they can only come back and support the company, right? What a beautiful legacy you can leave for your family if you already have an empire going, and then the family do not even have to worry about going and looking for job, searching for other jobs, because there's already a family business that has been established because somebody start with a small business that now turned into an empire. So that is very, very good. So don't just work hard, but have a direction of where you're going. Know what you're looking for. Are you looking to turn this business into a legacy as a real estate, buying houses and renting them out? Are you looking to do it in a way that it keep multiplying it? Because that's why we want. We want the multiplication. There's some noise coming from somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. I can't find it. So thank you very much for that strategy, sis. All right, let's move over to Mentor Naomi. Please share some light on other strategies you have to for today.
Thank you so much, Sister Candida, for the chance to speak. When we grew up, even maybe nowadays it's happening. There was a time when hard work was measured by how long you stayed at work, the long hours you worked. And actually, the long hours were praised. It was like a badge of honor. But wisdom teaches us better than this. And this is what we grew up with, whereby we knew you work hard. It doesn't matter how long you spend your time at work. It doesn't matter how long you are away from home. We grew up where our father used to go up countries and live even 1 year without coming home because they were providing. They are sending money back home, but we never we never saw them, and we lived with that with us because we had to cope with the circumstances. But now here, it's something that we need to learn, because if an income demands more of your hours and less of your presence to your family, and it quietly takes away the matters that most a lot in your life, that means you need to reconsider that. Do you know what? Children do not remember the pay slips, the money you spend with them, the things you bought for them. They remember your presence. And that was a wake up call for me. When I grew up, we did not spend time with our dad, and unfortunately, he passed away at years. But you know what? I only remember? I remember the days he could come home, spend our time with us until midnight, sharing stories, and we could laugh, laugh, laugh. And even with my siblings, we can now sit down and remember the stories we shared. That's what we cherished. And that's what will happen to our children at this time, when we don't realize that time is taking us away. We are spending a lot of time at work that we spend with our children. And that was me before. I've worked 2 to 3 jobs, and this is the reality that happens abroad. Some people shy to talk about this, but we've come here boldly to talk about this because this is affecting families. Families are breaking up. Children are becoming disobedient to their parents because the parents are absent. Husband and wives, they are absent within each other because of the life abroad, staying out for long hours, connecting shift after shift. And that was me. I worked 2 to 3 jobs, shift after shift. For me, I was doing 12-hour shift. From 12-hour shift, I go home. I just have my breaks or I change. I connect to another day shift. And then later during the day, I'll have to connect back to another work. Why? Because bills were not waiting. School fees, supporting our families back home. And when we come abroad, they know we've gone where there is green pastures, where there is they accept, they accept support. They accept you to support them, but they don't understand the situation here. And that was me until I was exhausted. I was just looking ahead and I'm like, what kind of life is this? Is there a life here? And what broke my heart is when I didn't have time for my children. I was providing for them, but I was absent. Until one time they had to ask, Mommy, are you still going to work? And that broke my heart. And I started to look for something else to do. And that's when I found this business. And I'm glad I found the business, because true progress is not louder schedules, it's not heavier workloads. It's forward movement. When you are able to move forward, you have your income without not having your time, the precious moments with your children, building the relationships, building connections, attending your children's activities. And that's what is important to me. And I thank God for that mindset shift, that I was able to rethink and refocus again and realize I was losing everything. Can you imagine looking for money and losing everything, or losing your family? What do you benefit from that? Losing your health, what do you benefit from that? You work, you come back home, you spend that money for your sickness, or you are not even there to spend the money you've been working for. And that's why we are out here to share that we have found something that is sustainable, which you can build alongside your family, that gives you flexibility, options, and it's a legacy building. So if you are a parent out here looking for flexibility, you are tired, you feel like you are stuck. It's work, sleep, no time to rest, no time to spend with your family. You need to check this out. If you are watching us now, it's worth checking out. Information is power. You don't lose anything by checking out. You check out and find out if it's a right fit for you, and you come do the business and you will never regret you checked this out. So God bless you as you reconsider your situation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sis. Absolutely, absolutely. You know, generating revenue shouldn't steal, or you shouldn't sacrifice your family time. You know, there should be those moments that you have to create those memories. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be, just like sometime for me personally, I like bringing them into the kitchen with me so that we can cook together. Those are the moments that, you know, especially my little one, when he's in the kitchen, he thinks that he's now like equal mommy. So because he's helping, we're now equal. He even call it mommy and JP's kitchen, and we do, like, sometimes we do TikTok live cooking. But those are the moments that, when he grew up, he will remember how he used to bake banana bread, how we make our pancakes, how we do this rice, this and that. And then, and sometimes they just appreciate those little moments that you sit and watch them read, just reading a book and telling you the story that is happening in the book. Just, it might not seem like something, but for them it's a lot. So, and you said something about being out here in the diaspora, how families are breaking apart. It is a reality. It is a reality, because we come from the culture of togetherness, and then we get here and we realize that in order to survive here, mom must go out, dad must go out. Sometimes with the shift being separately, one is coming, the other one is going. So it starts with the couple right there, separating from each other. And then, and then the kids also not seeing their parents. And like you said, sometimes the kids become disrespectful, because it's whether they're spending time with the babysitter who's teaching them something that is not your values. And then, they will come and talk back to you, and you're like, this is not how my child should behave. It's because somebody have already teach them different values that are different from yours. And those are things that affect us. So that's why this business, we are looking to do this, because it's something that is actually giving us the chance to reunite our families and build that legacy right from the comfort of our home. Thank you very much. Coco, welcome to the show. Thank you for making it on time. I know traffic can be hectic. And please introduce yourself and then talk about the strategy you have for us today.
Yes, thank you for having me today. And then I apologize for delay. Yes, I'm still working a full time, so I stuck in the accident in the traffic. So I apologize. I was late. Yes, but I made it. I'm glad. So, this is Coco from Virginia Beach, Virginia, United States, and originally from Japan. I am really honored to be a part of this fantastic, amazing business partner sister group. And I've been doing this digital business almost like 2 years. Actually, it's going to be 2 years exactly in the next month. So I'm still learning and everything, and I just love it here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. So let me jump in my topic. Yes, we are talking about why working harder isn't same as the moving forward, and I'd like to talk about the busyness. For a long time, I believe that, yeah, I'm a single mom, so I know the juggling a couple, the job and doing the kids, attending present for the kids. Yes, I did it, been there, done that. Yes, so it was not easy at all. And for a long time, I believe that, I was right. I did everything I could, and then I was a good single mom and stayed busy, working so hard and longer and pushing myself, bring a food on table, and but you know, longer pushing myself, and then yes, I survived. Yes, my daughter grown nicely and beautifully. She's, fine. But when I look back, I thought I was, did perfectly because I working so hard. But here's the truth. I don't know. I'm not sure right now. But I have to say I had to learn the hard way. Yes, the busy doesn't mean productive. No, not at all.
Mhm.
Yes, but so busy, the being busy is just often sometimes, the reacting, answering message and jumping from task to task, do everything what accomplished today, the checking the box, and but none of that guarantee progress. Working hard without direction is like running on a treadmill. You move constantly, sweating, giving your my energy and then everything. But guess what? I didn't go anywhere. I didn't reach any destination. You you're only actually going anywhere. You're not, because you're in the treadmill moving, but it doesn't go forward or anywhere. So the real progress comes from the clarity, not the chaos, not the physical power. From asking better question like, is this task aligned with my long-term goals, or is this moving the needle, or just filling my time? 24 hours in a day, everybody have a 24 hours in a day, so you just fill that 24 hours or not? you know I am building something, or just to maintain something. And I realized that forward movement isn't about doing more or how much you've done. No, it's about doing what matter most. So sometimes moving forward looks like, the slowing down. It looks like a saying no. It looks like a creating system instead of the consistently pushing harder. It looks like a choosing intentional action over constant movement. Go like this. Move, 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 move. But here's something powerful. When you stop glorifying burnout and start valuing alignment, everything change. Your energy
Mhm.
improve, your focus sharpen, and your result compound. So if you're feeling stuck, even though you're working hard, I want you to hear this clarity from my own experience. You are not failing. You might just be busy in the wrong direction. So realign, choose progress over pressure, because working hard isn't the same way as moving forward. Working smarter with purpose is the right movement. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Work
Mhm.
smarter, progress without just working harder, you know. Keep what you're doing, but don't just stress yourself too much without knowing which direction you're going. Be consistent in what you're doing and look forward to gaining some growth, gaining some clarity in whatever decision you're making. So, my people, today we have given you some tips, about working, not working harder and not working too hard, but you want to look for a way forward. So today, as you go into your various home, ask yourself this question: am I working harder? Working harder keeps you tired, but working smarter gives you the time, the peace, and even your family back. So if you're exhausted, it means you're just working harder. Stop for a moment and think. Think of what you want to do. Do you want to continue working hard, or do you want to look for something different? Because we're not here by mistake. We're here because we already had enough. At a certain point, you get to know when enough is enough. Some of us, it's our kid reminding us that you're going to work again, because most of the time we don't have a day off. Most of the time, we promise them things and we don't keep up our promises because we work call and we jump on it and we need that extra shift. So ask yourself, should I keep doing the same thing, or should I do something differently so that I can see those that I love so much, those that matters to me? Spend time with them, because you don't know tomorrow. Tomorrow, you don't want to regret. So we want to thank you for watching us today. And if you want to know how to join this, our amazing business, you can reach out to any of us through our website displayed below. Reach out to anybody. Start by putting your name and email address on our website. There will be a section where it asks for your name and email address. And then once you do that, you will see a webinar. The webinar will be available for you to watch. It is a free webinar. And they always say knowledge is power. You're getting free education. Watch that. See for yourself. See how the business has transformed lives. Hear the testimonial from the real people. And then decide what you want to do moving forward. So thank you for watching us today, and we'll see you next time at Connect the Dots with Candida. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.